Welcome everybody. Sharon here with Cynthia and Paige from Shaping Memories. And today we have another yoga class for you. And it's a very short yoga and we're going to be addressing the upper body. And interestingly enough, we'll be standing up for the first part of this. So you may think, oh, my legs. No, we're working on the upper body. You will get a little stretch in the legs as well as we make our way down, but we really want to focus on the neck, the shoulders, the torso. So all of these areas that tend to tighten up when we're stressed out. We're watching too much TV, not moving enough, working too hard. So let's go ahead and
worrying,
right?
Stress
Exactly.
causes
Stress,
worry.
all of those,
Letting it all go.
things that are not good for us.
Right.
And interestingly enough, the more that you stretch out the upper body and the rib cage, the deeper you will be able to breathe. And the deeper you can breathe, the longer the breaths that you can get in and out, the less stressed you'll be, and the easier it will be to bounce back from a stressful situation. So let's work on that a little bit. So I'm gonna have you just bring your hands down to the side. This is called mountain pose. Your feet are right under your hips. Soften the knees and just give your pelvis a little tuck. So squeeze your bottom in just a little bit. Hold the navel into spine. Lift the heart. Drop the shoulders down and back. Just feel how tall you can be. And if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes.
Feel very
Yeah. And just start taking some nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And take notice of the quality of your breath. How does it feel going in? How does it feel coming out? Is it stuck anywhere? Do you feel like maybe the breath is just entering into the top of your chest? What I want you to start to focus on here is filling up your belly with air, lifting through the diaphragm, filling up your lungs, and then exhaling. Let's see if you can get the breath to be a little deeper. In and out. You can even make a little sighing sound if you want. This is good to practice throughout your day. Whenever you're feeling stressed, or even if you're not feeling stressed, we want to get those nice deep breaths. So just setting our intention here for releasing stress through this practice. Two more deep breaths here. And go ahead and crack your eyes open. Slowly just start to roll your shoulders up and back and down. And you can match the breath to your movement here. So breathing in and breathing out as you roll up and back and down. You might switch the breath to just coming in through the nose and out through the nose, your Ujjayi breath. So it's a nice long steamy inhale and exhale through the nose. The more you do this, the more you start to loosen up the muscles in the rib cage and allow the lungs to fully expand and contract, giving you deeper, more nutritious breaths. I like to think of them as nutritious breaths, as we are sending oxygen into the lungs, into the bloodstream. And let's roll the shoulders the other way. So forward, down, and then back, nice and slow. Checking in with your shoulders to see where you might be holding tension. What might be cracking and popping. So through this motion, you're actually lubricating your joints. And our joints love to be nice and juicy, nice and lubricated. So one way to think of it.
So where you have a question, where you hear the cracking and the popping, like I only hear it on one side. Is that the side I'm probably holding the tension or the stress
Probably,
in?
yeah. You just, it's a release of gas in the joint. And as that releases, then new fluid flows into the area
Okay.
to give it a nice lubrication.
It seemed to crack like a lot, and then like each round it got less and less. So that mean more and more was let go, but then I'm clearing it out. Like
Yeah, exactly. You're clearing out any tension in the joints.
I
So now we're gonna do the same thing with the neck. So ear to shoulder, breathe in. And then exhale, chin to chest. And then inhale, ear to shoulder. And just go back and forth, side to side. And take your time with this. Move very slowly. You might feel like you're really tight in one area, more so than another. And that's normal. Just like with the shoulders, we're just getting some motion in the neck. If you've been staring at a screen all day, like I have, all morning long I was hooked on watching a court trial that we shall not name. So we want to
I know which one it is.
we want to just reverse the effects of that. So just move through it nice and slow. And if you find a sticky spot, like say you get here and you feel, oh, that's really tight, then you should hold that for a couple of breaths. Make sure that that opposite shoulder is rolled back and down. Anywhere you feel extra tension, you can hold and breathe into it. And you can do this multiple times throughout the day. So it doesn't just have to be when you're following this video. This is super simple. Anybody can do it. And go ahead and finish off one more round. And then come back to center. And just check in with your body again. Bend the knees again. Tuck the pelvis in again. Lift the heart. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take another long, deep breath in. And a nice long, full exhale out. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. And then exhale over to the side. And as you do this, drop the shoulders down and back. Just feel a nice stretch all the way down the side of your body. And then inhale, center. And exhale over to the other side, keeping the shoulders out of your ears. That's important. A lot of times when we have tension in one area, it will transfer over to the other area, another area. So if I'm really tight here, I might be pulling my shoulders towards my ears, but we really want to relax all of those muscles. Do one more to each side. And then come back to center. Stand tall, drop your shoulders down and back. Inhale. And then on your exhale, bend your knees, pull your navel to spine, and we're just gonna take a forward fold. And you can bend your knees as much as you want here. Almost maybe like you're sitting into a chair, depending on how tight your hamstrings are. So if your hamstrings are really tight, you can open your feet up wider. You can bend your knees a lot. Here we want to let the head weight fall towards the floor. And you should be able to just rock your head side to side. Then let the arms just be really loose, kind of loosen the sockets of the shoulders. Same with the head, just side to side. Say yes, say no. Just releasing any tension in the cervical spine.
I can feel that in my neck.
Yeah, it's a good one. So this is also a form of inversion. And inversions are really good. We're opening up space in the spine between the vertebrae, and we're also getting fresh blood flow to the brain. So take a couple breaths. You can rock it side to side if you want. Feel a nice stretch through the side of the spine or the side of the rib cage. You can bend the knees, straighten the legs, just play with it. See where you're tight and then breathe into that area that you're tight in. It's going to be different for everybody. Okay, and then from here, you can keep your feet under your hips and walk your hands out. You might need to bend your legs a lot for this. This is called downward dog. Push your hands into the mat, all of the knuckles into the mat, and you can walk your feet back as far as you need to. Send your heart towards your thighs. So you're going to make like a V shape with your body.
Am I doing it?
Let's see. Yeah, you're doing it. That's perfect.
Okay. I'm like, I can't see with my hair.
It's okay, you don't need to see. You just need to feel. So you should feel a nice stretch down the back of your hamstrings.
I do.
Yeah,
I
and you
feel
can
it.
bend your knees as much as you need to. Walk
Okay.
your feet back.
Not where?
Is it goal to
Walk
go
them
up
back.
straight? Is it to
Off
be
the
straight though?
Nope, nothing needs to be straight
Oh,
except for the line from your wrists to your tailbone. You want that straight.
is it?
This can be bent.
Yes.
Yeah, you look good. Everybody looks good, right? This is downward dog.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm doing it.
Okay, so downward dog, it's an inverted V with your body.
Okay.
Then take a deep breath in and look forward. Rock your weight forward so you're in a nice long line, and then just bring the knees down.
I don't know if I'm doing this right. I can't see. Oh, okay, there we go.
Cat cow.
We're doing cat cow.
And that was
Next time, everybody's putting their hair in a ponytail.
Hair clip.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we are on all fours. Make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are right under your hips. Okay? So we have a nice long spine from the crown of our head to our tailbone. Take an inhale and you're going to drop your belly, drop your heart, and look up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And then on your exhale, you're going to pull your navel in, round through your spine, tuck your chin, spread your shoulder blades a lot. Then inhale, drop your belly, drop your heart, look up. And exhale, round. 2 more like that. So inhale, look up. So this is the cow. Exhale, round. This is the cat. If you ever look at a cow, their back's kind of,
Yeah. So
Sit
right
down.
now we're like a cat.
that's a cat. Like, you know when a cat arches its back? And then go ahead and come back to a neutral spine. You're gonna love this next one. So your left hand is on the mat. Your right hand, just take it and reach it up towards the sky. And wherever you can go is fine. Give it a couple circles. So circle the arm.
Oh, circle.
Mm-hmm.
What's this one called? Pendulum?
This one's called thread the needle. So we're just
Thread
getting ready for it. Reach
Oh,
back
oh
up,
my
look
goodness.
up,
That's a good
inhale, and then exhale. You're gonna reach your hand through under this arm and come down onto your shoulder. And you can push into the left hand for a little bit deeper twist.
Oh.
Just take a few deep breaths here. See if you can level out your hips. If one hip is kicking up, just kind of level everything out. This is really good for in between the shoulder blades, the thoracic spine, the upper spine, or the middle spine, I should say. One more nice deep breath. And then come back to center, slowly release. Come back to your tabletop position and just take that same arm and give it a couple circles. Just releasing any tension in the shoulder. And back to tabletop. So now we gotta do the other side. This is really good for anybody who's at a computer all day. It's gonna help release tension in the upper back. So take the inhale, reach your arm up and away. circle it out just a few times. And then when you're ready, inhale, reach up, 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 and then exhale, reach through. And if you find that this is a really difficult pose to do on the floor, you can just simplify it and take a reach across your body. I'm just gonna show everybody.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
For some reason, this shoulder hurts.
yeah, if you're having any
Some-
pain in a joint,
Are
and
you guys upward?
it's just,
I can't see with my hair.
it's just an example. So you're gonna cross your arm, and then you're gonna take a little twist.
It's like the same thing you're doing, Cynthia, but if it hurt, on the floor, she said to sit
It's a
it
modification.
like
Okay.
this side for some reason hurt I couldn't put my shoulder down.
Yeah.
So this is a better way
So
to
this is,
stretch.
yeah, you want to work with your body. So if something's bothering you, something's hurting, just modify. Okay, good job, you guys.
That's a good example.
So
because-
From here, if you were down on the floor, you're gonna come back to your tabletop. You're gonna take those couple of circles, and then you're gonna make your way into a what we call easy pose or a cross-legged seat. So the way that I do it is like this, but not everybody can roll back onto there. So you can just sit off to the side, or you can try it. So the weight would be really in your hands as you push
Oh,
back.
there you go. I did.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It felt like my ankles were gonna snap.
Okay. We don't want any snapping.
Okay.
Okay, so from here, we're in our easy pose, and you can adjust your feet, your legs, however you need. Just sit up nice and tall, and take a mental check-in of your upper body, your shoulders, your neck. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then from here, you're gonna reach your hand down to the ground. So if you're looking at me, it's your left hand, I think. And you're gonna take the other hand and just place it gently on the side of your head and tip your head over till you feel a nice stretch down the side of the head. You don't wanna put too much weight with the hand, it's just there to kind of guide your head over. Take 3 nice long deep breaths, and if you wanna take 5, you can. It's up to you. And then when you're done with your breaths, release the hand. Bring the chin slowly down to your chest. And then look forward. And say, ah. Roll the shoulders out. We're gonna do the other side now. So the opposite hand comes down. Hold on to the side of your head gently and tip your head over to the shoulder, your ear to shoulder. Taking those nice long breaths in and out. A lot of times we'll hold the breath when we feel tension. So it's really good check-in with your breath
Make sure you're breathing.
to make sure you're breathing. Yeah,
I tend to do that. I hold my breath. when
we
we
all
put it-
do. Yeah, it's natural. So it's like the #1 tool that we have to release stress is our breath. So we gotta use that. And then when you're ready, release the hand down. Drop your chin down to your chest. Come back to center. Give your shoulders a couple shrugs up and down. And that's it, we're done. Good little stretch for the neck, the shoulders.
Feel very relaxed. Yeah.
Good.
Very relaxed.
All right,
Thank you,
so
Sharon.
bring your hands to heart center one last time. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And observe the feeling that you have right now, this nice, calm, peaceful feeling. And just remember that you can tap into this feeling anytime when you're feeling stressed. Just start to breathe, close your eyes, let it go. Namaste.
everyone.